Hello everyone and welcome to this live session New York Open with Ivan FX on YouTube, I guess. Hope that you're having a fantastic day. Hope you're in profit. Hope that everything is well with you today. My name is Ivan Bino, Forex trader for over 8 years now, trying to fail myself through life, and it goes up and down. Today is a better day. So I hope that you have got your entries for today. If you haven't, let's go through the market. We're going to go through yen pairs, dollar pairs, gold, oil, silver, USD, ZAR, for that matter, indexes and stocks. If you want to do that, well, only thing you need to do is to tell me which one you want to watch. Then we shall go together and watch it together. Go through what is really the risk this week. What is the drivers of this week? We went through them yesterday. We'll go through them again. Apart from that, hope you're having a fantastic day. So, hello Gift, hello Alacarte, hello Adu, hello Algamer, hello JJ, hello Gandhi, hello Harold. Very much welcome to every single one of you. So, here we are. I just want to point out that I currently have no entries this morning. I am still just living off whatever happened last week, and if I'm sure what I wrote in the Discord, I just did a cleanup, not a cleanup, what do you call it? I did a checkup on my, my trades, and I think I was given, generally speaking, 260 pips in profit in total. 262, yeah, there we are. So, it goes, it is what it is. So, gold, of course, and somebody sold, was it JJ who sold it yesterday? And Elgamer, somebody sold it in the live yesterday evening. And what has happened ever since? You are in profit. Boom. Fantastic. So, what are you going to do now on gold? Well, you got your sell set up. Give or take, I would say. Some fractions here and there. You don't got a lower low yet, though. So, if you are a gold trader, you're thinking, hey, there is where we're going. Yes, mate. I didn't sell it myself, though. But, I want to go above 1780 or 1800. Personally. But, I can still see there's risk in the market. I can see still going back down. Back to the form with power back energy. Yes, we are back. And then we're going back to core afterwards. Okay. So let's start off with something importante is the dollar index. I don't have much to say about the dollar index other than it's going higher. Okay? It's going higher. That's all we can do. Then, did you buy it yesterday evening at around 2 or 4 a.m. I think it was? On the dollar pairs, that was Aussie. Aussie came up to the sell point here. I don't know if you saw it, but there you go. There's your entry, and that is also the price I mentioned. Also, the price I mentioned yesterday, the area I mentioned yesterday. But no matter what I'm going to say in this live is only for educational purposes, not financial advice. Whatever I say is only my personal opinion. You do your analysis. I'm just telling you what I can do from an educational standpoint, what should be doing every single week, and then we can see, hey, how is it going? How is it going, mate? So if you're looking at Australian dollar at the moment, we have sell, we have sell, we have sell. Or you can also say sell there too. We are in a downtrend. Can you be buyer here? You can be a buyer, but you cannot buy it. Okay, you don't have a higher high, you don't have a higher low, you don't have a bullish trend. So I don't know what this is in Italian. I don't know when Italian tells you when when he tells you to go a bit. Wait a bit. Love your personal opinion. Yeah, I also did. What did I do? What did I do? I did a small poll this morning, or afternoon, if you can call it that too. I did a small poll and I asked you guys, what is your reason for watching the weekly Forex forecast? What's the most important part for you? Is it entries? Is it specific assets? How the week went? Blah, 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 blah. Most of you wanted what Ivan thinks about the market. That's most of you. And then reactions there. And then the other one is 4 and 7. And 4 and 7 is risk for the upcoming week and the strategy. So that's what we're going to focus on. All right, we're going to focus on strategy. We're going to focus on my very important opinion, apparently. And we're going to focus on the drivers, okay? Through all the pairs. What is important right now for Australian dollar? Right now, you still have China. China is not up to date still. We still need they up to date financially, economically. Second of all, the risk with Evergrande is still not, I don't know, resolved. Is that a word? Resolved. So okay, we're still subdued. There's still, I don't know, lockdowns down there. I don't know if there's any Aussies in here. There's somebody supposed to be Aussies in here. So if you're Aussie and you're seeing this video after the live, please tell me. Is there still lockdowns down there? Is it still bad? Are we still going to be locked up around our houses? Or what is going to happen? What is happening down there, mate? All right, mate. You doing all right, mate? That's both my Aussie and my UK. The other one is for pound. The fuel crisis, whatever they would call that, Brexit crisis, where you don't have enough drivers. 100,000 drivers that is not delivering fuel right now. Who was it? Was it Shell? 1 out of 3 Shell stations was out of gas. The two normal petrol products. What do people do? They go absolutely bananas and they start hoarding fuel. Do you remember last year when last year, 1.5 years ago, when people was hoarding toilet paper for whatever reason? People, oil isn't gone, all right? It's still there. Don't worry, it's gonna go back. Just don't hoard it, because that's the thing. You could, a normal business can handle normal supply, right? Normal supply, steady demand. Sorry, suppliers can handle steady demand. But if you have a peak like that, everyone in the UK, everyone in the market starts acquiring one specific thing. Of course, there's going to be a shortage. And then I saw the latest one from Norway, the Norwegian news about the UK, is that they are expecting maybe the military to start helping out, all right? The military. Are we really that? Can't we be civilized people? Anyways, let's move on. That was my small rant there. I just want to say, behave normal. Still normal. Europe still has oil. Norway has oil. We can just deliver it to you. Just take some time, okay? Okay. Here we are. Don't panic. There's no need for panic. Okay? Shortage and shortage of agriculture workers. I didn't know that too. That's a new one for me. So, what is the word in this era that you will see more and more of? It is the word shortage. Why? Because people have money. They want money. They have money. They can use it and they spend it. Okay? There we are. So that's kind of the Aussie pound. So I mentioned that through pound. What has happened on pound today? What is the driver of pound? And then, I don't know, by the way, people. Norway opened up on Saturday. And the traveling companies, whatever you call them, like those TUI or James Cook or whatever, those charter companies, they had 3x demand for whatever. So people are now going to Turkey, Spain, Portugal, which we in Norway, for all those countries in the south of Europe, in Mediterranean Europe, called Sweden. Back to pound. The driver of pound, I would say, which is most eminent word in my brain at the moment, is increased interest rates sooner. They also said sometime last week that they're also expecting to be increasing interest rate as they're tapering. They're going to go in tandem. Okay? Okay. Well, when are you going to expect an increase in interest rate then? Well, that was actually April next year or something? Very close. So, what you will do with pound now? Now, in this time of era, well before April, we are going to price that in. Do not worry, we will. See what happened to CAD, see what happened to Norway, see what's going to happen to pound, see what's going to happen to New Zealand, see what's going to happen to Aussie. It's going to go there in the end. So one country at a time, you're going to price in that they're going to increase interest rates. How is that going to happen? It's going to happen through strengthening of their currency. Okay? Drivers of market, very important. It's in your brain right now. Write it down. I even said that's 27th of September before they start increasing interest rates. Okay. Just a lesson of USD NOK by the way. And I remember, just because Norway increased interest rate on Thursday last week, when was it priced in, do you think? How long in advance do you think this increase in interest rates priced in? That era. And then that era. Probably this one mostly here from 24th of August, give or take, up until here. And then the increased interest rates kind of here. No movement. Because this was the movement, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, Ahmad. How are you? Are you well this morning? Did you sleep well? Is Asia still well? Or is it like, what do you call it? So many not hurricanes. You guys call it cyclones. And no airplanes are falling down? Great. So, what I want to say about USD NOK is, it happens before the news. The news happens before the news. Sell the news, buy the rumor, sell the news, kind of a thing. Is that gonna happen for pound? Yeah, yes it is. Yes. So I'm just preparing you, okay? Education, there it was. If that doesn't give you a light that I'm telling you the direction of pound for the next whatever months that is, I don't know what to do with you. But anyways, here we are. So I have not got an entry on pound yen this morning because it did not come down to 150.63. Okay. What do you do now then? Well, I'm gonna wait for either 150 or 150. That's probably a good entry price. It's not gonna be that's not gonna be a small big loss size there, because I'm still expecting that to happen, and I'm not gonna be like, I'm losing 10% here. But then you were supposed to be buying here anyways, bro. So I am gonna be like a small itty bitty titty weenie committee entry there, and then see if that goes. Oh, I forgot to put on the bullish bias. Hibernating for a short while back now. Yeah. How's your yen trades going, Ahmad? Are you in it? That's kind of what I'm, trying to merge you into. I don't know if Harold has done any yen trades lately, but I've at least told you guys. I don't feel like I have left you out of that. So yeah. I bet. Ow. Okay, 2 seconds. I bit myself. Bit my tongue, bro. That hurts. I thought that was the only thing you were doing when you were young, right? JJ is laughing at me. Okay, great. Fantastic. Tasty. Crunchy. Yeah. As a well done. A clap for Harold. Why? Baden is NOK yen. Why do you do that? Because NOK is increasing interest rate. NOK is increasing. and yen is weakening. How does that look like? That looks like a bullish trend, bro. Great. Great. And for all intents and purposes, this is a double bottom, higher high, double bottom. Yeah. At least, I think it will try to buy it here, though, and then stop loss. And then, okay, try again. Buy. Stop. Wait. Buy it again. I think that was last week's buy area. It was a bit below. And then, boom. What are you going to do this week, bro? Well, you're still going to wait for some kind of pullback down to 1276 or 1268. And then we're going to go higher. I just laugh every time I read your comment, Peter. So funny, tasty, crunchy. So yeah, that's kind of what you. Well, is this in your trading terminal? Probably not. But some of you guys have that. So I'm just teaching you fundamental trading. That is definitely fundamental trading. Absolutely great, spot on. That is in the spirit of Ivan FX and e-winner strategy. Okay. You sold pound 2 hours ago. Yeah. All right. Speak something, Ivan, please. All right. That is okay. As long as you have your stop loss within range, not too much risk, everything is great. I just feel like pound is one of those who's going to turn around first because of the increased interest rate hope for next year, I think it is. So yeah, okay. No, I'm going to go back. I'm saying great, good, stop loss, all good. Wait for new lower low and sell it again down to 135.60. If it breaks higher high, okay, great, wait, then we are out. Is this bullish? I wouldn't say so. I would call that a range, and I would call that a range. And it should probably be on a low here, so we can have a double bottom on the 4 hour. So it's a difficult, well, I guess you can buy here and sell here and everything is okay, I guess. Nice. I think L Gamer says nice music. I don't know what nice music is, but I guess that is nice music. Hey, people. We have Mr. Robbie coming in here from, I guess you're from Asia. So Asia is coming in right now and saying we should do gold, please. Is there any other currencies, assets, commodities, whatever you call it out there, that you guys want me to cover the almighty coverage? Yes, I will do them very fast. Hey, are you live? Yes, I am very live at the moment, Abbas. And I told you guys yesterday, I think I did. Oh, it was London. Well, yeah, here we are. Sorry. I hadn't recovered it this morning. I'm sorry, Abbas. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't tell you guys. Can you forgive me? Can you please forgive me? And then I see if I can find that emoji thing. It's always terrible to find emojis on YouTube here. But let's see if we can find something. Oh, baby, Ishmael just subscribed. Welcome to the family. Boom. That's the way to go, bro. Welcome to the family. I will do that emoji. Use this we see. Okay. The reason why I don't want to do gold at the moment, Mr. Robbie, is that I've already done it. I did it as the first asset I mentioned today. But nevertheless, oh, someone's sending me messages on Facebook. That's always fun. Yeah. And then someone true and dare to me today has birthday, so, you know, answer her first and then everything is going to be okay. because you don't want to be missing out and say, hey, you didn't answer my call, and it's my birthday, and you're going to sleep on the veranda that day, or maybe in the ditch. You're not even allowed to have the sofa then, right? My point was selling Central yesterday. Great. Selling M3 at a 1786 is the only call, down to 1720 or 1670. Until we break this high, then you can look for buys. But until then, if you're a buyer, don't do anything, okay? Just wait. Currently, COT and all the market participants are selling it. Everyone is selling gold, except retail traders that is currently buying it. So they always lose money. So if you're buying it, you're a retail trader. Good. BB Ishmael says use the ZAR. All right. So we will do use the Swissy, and then you use the ZAR. That is all good. All right. We have a new higher high here. I said yesterday you need a new lower low, lower high here to be selling it. Should you buy it? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was the buy at 92.60. That is currently support in this era. Then, okay, what are you going to do next? Are you going to buy it again? Are you going to sell it again? Is this your sell price? I would say if you're selling it, if you're trending though, this is probably the area to be selling more than anything else, now that he has gone higher. 93.11. So yeah, go ahead, have fun. But I wouldn't be too happy buying or selling this one. But there you go. Technically, that is the prices I would look for at least. Target is still 93.45, give or take, on the user specific for buyers. That's probably going to be the most likely target being hit this week until we get to use a dollar weakness. That doesn't seem likely, even if the moon is visible on a bright sunny day. And Dixie, yeah. USD ZAR. I know Harold is interested in USD ZAR. So what's really going on over here? So last week you got your setup spot on, mate. Spot on, mate. I would call that pretty good entry if you did what I told you to. I didn't do it this week yesterday, did I? So I can't claim to fame that this was your buy price. But if you are a trader and you're like, well, I am a fantastic trader. I know what I'm doing. I am powerful. I am alive. Staying alive. I know what I'm doing all the time. That was bad. Sorry. All the time. No, I can't sing that anymore. Sorry. That's gonna just go back into records, and we're gonna. I'm sorry that your ear heard that. Sorry. So up to 15.21, that's the target at the moment. Weekly entry was give or take 14.80 something. Didn't come down to the buy price for the week, but hey, went higher high. What are you gonna do next tomorrow? Then you're gonna buy it at support. Boop boop. And that is kind of what you're expecting for tomorrow. All right. That's all we all can see for now until it makes a lower low. When is the lower low? When can you start selling USSR? You need to break 1480, I would say, and then you can maybe sell it. So at the moment, okay, all right. Yes. Abbas says, I'm singing like my drawings. And for those who doesn't know Abbas's drawings, I'm going to out you here, Abbas. You just put yourself out in the market, and I'm going to show everyone your drawings, and they are absolutely spectacular. Let's see if we can show you some of your drawings. Well, you have improved yesterday, didn't you? So that's pretty good. But let's see if we can find some media photos, maybe. Let's see if we can find Picasso. This is Picasso. And then go to copy. I don't know. Save as, view all photos. Go to message maybe. There we are. There we are, mate. Never. Okay. Then we have to save image as copy message link maybe. Save that if that does that matter. Does that work? Okay, it doesn't work. Anyways, I will just move it over here and then everyone can see it. As you all can see, this is what he means when he talks about my singing. It is all over the place. So there you are, Amos. Oh, it's so funny. So if you're making fun of my singing, I'm making you. If you're making fun of my singing, I'm making fun of your. And I know I can't sing, and I've been told by some of my closest human beings that you grow up with that I can't sing, and I'm tone deaf. So. All right. Okay, mate. USSR is out. Then we can look in for. I just want to look at the yen index here, just for the fun of it. Falling. That's great. And then, yeah, falling. That's great. That's kind of what we want to see. US 30 has been requested for a week in the US 30. Oh my, all right. So, I was wondering if there's anybody new here today. I think Ismail is new. Bibi Ismail. I think he is new. The question is, how did you find me? How do you find this happy person today? Was it because of your? Have you seen any of my videos before? Was this your first time here? I'm just interested in people, you know, what makes you come here and smile and laugh. That's all. So, I said yesterday 34,400 is your buy price. But of course, 34,820 is also a buy price in the name of higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. Higher high, higher low. So that is a trend trade right there. Spot on, mate. Stop loss below previous low, mate. And then another buy down here. And we all good to go. All right. Go. No? Was that bad? Was that your microphone? Was that my microphone? Something happened there. Good to go. Through A1 Trading says the other BB. BB. Katyn's interesting, bro, on dips to buy USD cap. Yeah, that is probably correct. Durable goods orders, we need to go through that. Oh, no. That's good. That's juicy. Okay. Oh, right, mate. We have durable goods orders, X transportation is 0.2 only. Expected 0.5. No. Consensus was 0.5. So that's okay, not so great. Defense, durable goods X defense is 2.4. Durable goods August was 1.8. Consensus was 0.7. So that's a crushing right there. And then we're coming into capital goods order X aircrafts at 0.5, better than expected 0.4. Is this gonna create dollar bullishness or dollar bearishness? Well, it is probably dollar. Is it dollar bearishness? Dollar bullishness, actually. The reason for that, it is more likely to increase interest rates in the future. So there we go. Adu has retracted a message. Ooh, why would you, mate? All right, then A1 Trading. Yeah, okay. Durable goods numbers are out. I would call them dollar bullish. Coincidence, I got to know you. Well, like, that's always fun. So, US 30, buy the pullback for the love of your trading career. Except if you can't hold trades, then you probably want to go down to daily. What is daily, you might ask? Daily, is down here, and I can't even do that. Okay, what is happening on my chart at the moment? We have hit target early today. We're coming down to 34.76. That is kind of your first port of entry, I would say. Peter Thorpe comes in with the greatest insult that I've ever heard. Your Aussie accent is terrible. Do you think I do Aussie accents because they're great? I do that because it creates engagement, bro. And yes, I do not, on the face of this earth, claim myself to be an Aussie or anyone near it. So, you know, you're just gonna live through it, bro. But yeah, but I got you to comment on it. Thank you. There you go. The Mr. Dax is also at support at the moment, I would say. So that's great too. UK 100 is at support. I would say that. All right. So going back to what? Going back to UK. Alright, so we're going over to weekly. Isn't that fun, mate? We're a bit low here, but, you know, could be better. Always. That was Aussie again. Could be better. Anyways, so you don't have your weekly entry at the moment on the UK. So Boris Johnson doesn't like you anymore. So the whatever fall we had last week was just short in the middle, going down to target for the week. But I would rather do the monthly one. So how is that going? Perfect. Down to S2, did not break it massively. If that happened, that would have created a massive fall, you know. So not really nice right there, right? What do you want? What do you want, really? You really want me to draw a Russian? You know, when you draw a Russian, the first thing I'm gonna tell you is, if you ever come to Russia, you will never go back. So, if you have any entries on the UK, that would be great. You want to be a bit more patient, wait for it to fall a bit more, maybe. But 70,000, 50, 69.44 is probably one of the better ones. Who's the UK people here? I know that Mr. Harold is from the UK, is currently living in the UK. How is my UK accent at the moment? And of course, oh, there's this guy. What's his called? He's called Kevin Bridges. He's Scottish. I don't understand a living word of what he's saying. For the love of God, I need to have him subtitled just for him to understand what he's saying. It is absolutely terrible. Not you, Abaz. Harold. Any euro pound of you? Yeah, we can do euro pound. So just pointing out on the indices that, you know, we are high. We can still fall, but don't be worried. The other thing about the China thing is that, yes, it does make it fall, or whatever day it was. It does make it fall, but it has happened before. It's not the first time that China has said anything about Bitcoin and made it illegal. I think like this is the 6th time they have said, oh, Bitcoin should be illegal. We should ban it. You know? So there you go, mate. I know I'm a clown. I don't want to go over to Norwegian English though, because when you speak Norwegian English, it is very good to not have a very heavy accent. And if you're wondering how my accent really is, there is a guy called Jens Stoltenberg. He is the leader of NATO. He has become a bit better. And then there is Torbjørn Jagland. He is also was the whatever boss of the European Commission, whatever. And they had very funny English accents. As you can hear, it's very different from what I normally say, and what I normally speak. And if you also have some Norwegian English into some Norwegian words into that too, that makes it very difficult for you to understand me. So euro pound as always, in a range. It doesn't go anywhere. It is a range of, I guess, it's 100 pips, give or take. But come on, mate. Yeah, 93, almost. So also China has stock problems. Yeah, bloody awful. Bloody awful. All right. I will stop. The problem is also China has stock problems. Quite an quit accent thing, bro. Please. Oh, Nabman is not happy today. Okay, Nabman. Okay, interesting. I find it quite funny though. So I think it's going to keep do it. Alibaba lost almost half of its price of 2021. Yeah. Well, first of all, they abducted Jack Ma, and then America kind of wanted to ban Chinese companies on American stock market and American stock exchanges. So there's a lot of structural difficulty with Alibaba for last year. So, you know, it is what it is. Hello, Zhe. Very much welcome. So I don't have any direction on Euro Pound, high time frame, small time frame, any time frame, other than it seems like that price reacts off. What's that price? Around 86.17 and around 85.11. Okay, then that's kind of what has happened so far. We don't really have a trend, so I don't really care, to be honest. I don't care about non-trading markets. That I don't make money there. That is not where you can probably make money there too. Congratulations, by the way. But I don't have any good relationship to ranging markets. By the way, if you're wondering. If you're looking into Swissy, I don't know if did we do this yesterday? Probably not. I can't remember anything I did yesterday here. And then I would say, what are you gonna do down, mate? That was the bullish buy. And then I probably can get it back down here again and then take it higher. That is probably a better trade. So, yeah. Your Norwegian has a hint of Indian. Well, I don't make it go there. I don't know where Hardik is gone, but he says he's not Indian, but he's very Indian. So Hardik, if you ever see this, you're very much welcome. And I want some roti. And I want some samosa. And I want some tikka masala. But better to trade majors pairs versus the dollar against. Anyway, yeah, I would agree to that. So far, pounds, let's say, shows pound strength more than anything else, I would say. So if this is your trading pair, I would say that you did, yes, have an aggressive entry here at market open. And then the following next question is, how can you get any more buy entries now this morning? Mexican's balance of trade today was much more worse than forecasted. Hourly charts make it looks like bad news was priced in. Is it good for one pair with dollar like dollar Mexican long price is pulling back after the news. The only one, because first of all, Mexican is an exotic, so it has already low liquidity, high spreads, and all those shenanigans. If you go outside the dollar play, like against like, I don't know, Norwegian krone or SAR or something, it's gonna be much more difficult for you to find liquidity. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm saying here. So, yeah, I would only do dollar against Mexican. If you're trading gold, you want to see this one falling, by the way. And it's currently rising. And gold is currently not rising at all, so not falling at all. So, okay. Then that did not work today then. If this is rising, ooh, aye, ooh la la, tra la la, oui oui. I like that very much. Here we have a dollar weakness there. Ooh. Sneezing. Oh, a Nasdaq 100 has the entry I pointed out yesterday. Boom. That's the way to go, bro. That's your entry. Go. Go fly. So yeah. That's amazing, isn't it? So yeah, great. Is Euro rising now? Ooh, nice. I like that. Pound dollar too. Oui, oui. New Zealand. No, okay. Yen pairs is Aussie yen is rising. Very good, very nice. CAD yen is. So who said CAD was okay? Weakness. I think you were looking for. So USD CAD. I still see bearishness, bro. I still see bearishness. The reason why I see bearishness is because this is our lower low. Alright? So if we're gonna get some entries here, I really want us to do 2680. That would be great. But fair all. This is basically sell zone. So I guess you're just waiting for that to happen anyways. But is that a bullish setup? Not at all, not at all, not at all, not at all. Anyways, what did I want to say other than that? In the Mr. What do you call it? In the Mr. In the brain fart. In the pinned comment, there is weekly Forex forecast. If you probably prefer that than me rambling around here, giving you entries all day long. But there you go. You don't have a higher high at the moment, Abbas, so I don't see that's valid trade at the moment. If I can just tell you, like, you know, buy London Open, it wouldn't be you would be in profit right now. If you bought London Open, you'll be in some profit there. If you bought London Open, you would be in break even, I would say, on Aussie. That's probably what you want, right? But that's not always the case. So I expect this one to go higher, generally speaking. And I expect this one to go to 1162 this week. And I would rather buy it here at 1129, give or take, 28, 21. Down in this level here. It doesn't always happen. But don't be scared. That's what I'm saying. So you got some kind of pullback. I think that's probably daily. But you know, I guess it is what it is. Yeah, you got your daily entry there. Okay. So just waiting for tomorrow. You already hit target for the day on Aussie yen. Expect a deeper pullback. That's kind of what you would hope for on Aussie yen. No, dollar yen, sorry. And great. US oil coming in. Aye. Oui, tralala. We are going higher. I don't know if pound. Maybe it has North Sea oil. So let's do UK oil. Oh yeah, it has a higher high today. It also has a gap today. Do you know why? Do you think it's gonna be a? Do you know why there's a gap on UK oil today? Anyone? Any guessers? I think that's pretty important note to have. Just waiting for you to come up with your answers. That's always fun. All right. So the reason why that would, short oil shortage. Yeah. So I would say, shortage is probably a result, but that's not really the reason. Okay. We have whatever you call it. That's probably price, and that's probably quantity. And then we have gone from like this to like less quantity. So we're going that way, and price is going higher. So we are then, well, that's a, anyways, shifting more like that. Anyways, that was a bad one. I have to go back to my economic class. So quantity is less. Then if quantity is less, then price goes higher, kind of a thing. And supply, demand, quantity. Anyways, so that's at least what happened today. And then what will then happen if demand is higher? Then we will have demand is then the answer that I wanted. Until they can resolve it, this is going to be elevated. The day and the moment they resolve their shortage, believe the life of me that we're going to fall again. Okay? So any short-term shortages is short-term. Mr. Belgun B asks, should we do Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar? We can do such. Yes, sir. It's not stocks, bro. This is oil. Commodity, okay? Right? And then this is just basic economics. All right. Oh, pound CAD. Supply and demand. Yes, and I do find a supply and demand thing for you again then. And demand. And then photo. And then here we are. So yeah, where is it? Where's like the best one to go for? This one. Quantity goes less, supplies less, price goes higher. Supply goes up, demand goes up. That makes it a higher price. So if supply is constant and price and demand goes higher, then this one will go out here instead. And what happens when demand goes higher and it's out there? You have a higher price. There you go. That's what I tried to explain earlier. You're short Aussie New Zealand. Who was that? Harold is. All right. Okay. I have probably set this as the roof I want to hold. So I really would love to see, price coming in and say, hey, we're going to go lower. But that is not great. So, Mr. Bilgun, please tell me, which direction do you want this to go in so we can find some entries and some stop targets and some stop losses and some, some goodies. Are we looking for bearish trades, Harold? I don't know if Bilgun's looking for bearish trades, but you are definitely out of your zone at the moment. And we should have hold 103.52. And if it falls, all right, great. But I would, at least break that low there. But then we are... Okay, that's a pretty messy chart. Sorry. So, pure technical analysis, okay? Pure technical analysis. High, broken, support. and you need to turn lower, come back down to resistance if you're going to be a seller. If you're a buyer, boo, there is your buy. And if you are more buyer, what I'm trying to say, bro, I would be out of there. And I would wait for another setup to short again. Okay? So if then you can look for something here and then shorter, that would probably be better. At around 109, 30, 40, 104 or 1039. Resistance trend line has been respected for the last 8 times. For the last 8 1-hour candles. You have a trend line somewhere I don't see. Oui. Okay, let's see. Is that a trend line you're talking about? Probably. Probably some kind of trend line here. I don't do trend lines though, so I guess. Well, it's pretty risky though, but if that respects, then you don't want at all to have any higher prices than what you have right now. So for every new viewers right now, I just want to say I'm currently in yen pairs long. Pound is strong because of hopes of increased interest rates into the future. UK oil is higher because of the oil supply crisis in UK. We have Europe that had an election yesterday, and whatever that party won, nothing specifically affecting euro on that part. We had durable goods a couple of minutes ago that made dollar fall for at least some seconds, and there we go. It is currently falling. It's currently a red candle that I have white candles for falling. So great. Nasdaq came into the buy price that I mentioned yesterday in the live. So if you wanted to be a part of that live, you need to be subscribed. So you can get that every Sunday at 19:30 GMT +2, which is Berlin time. 19:30, which is 7:30 p.m. Berlin time. That's when I was live yesterday. So that's when I mentioned out this price, and there's your entry. Bada bim, boom. Oui. I'm not. Okay, all right. And yen pairs are currently not coming down to my entries I want for this week, and it's kind of in a range. I would say yen pairs, dollar pairs in general are together, but there we are. The next question I want to ask to you guys, generally speaking, is most of you guys now going to leave for a win trade for Trader Nick's live? Because then I can wrap it up so you guys don't. Good to be here. Yeah, fantastic panel. Thank you. US Swissy, buy there. New Zealand Swissy, no trend. Pound Swissy, maybe a buy there at 106, 126.80. How is my trading going at the moment? I was 260 pips up. So yeah. All right, CAD yen is actually higher high. That's great. And then we can look for some kind of pullback. Oh, it's elevated. Ooh, right. 73.12 maybe. Up to 73.73. 0.73.73. Gold at the moment is in a range. I would have sold that one if I was you. That was yesterday. Now it has respected M2. Is that a buy? Not another buy, because you need these things to be trending, and you don't have a trend at the moment. And higher high, higher low situation coming in here. Gold pull. So what in a market? Well, if you want to be gold trader, okay, let me go through some strategies here with you on gold. Okay, how should you do gold trade? Okay, let's do some gold trading in at least mentally. First of all, okay, go back and find your setups. What is my general setup that I want to see in a market? Pull back, reversal pattern, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Oops. That is what I want to see in a general market. Okay? So if I can get that on gold, I will be very much happy. Okay? Reversal, if the trend is against me, then buying dips, buying dips, buying dips. And then I will show you how I will do it, generally speaking, where I will start. So this is kind of like a part 2 to my life where I'm like, oh, helicopter. Where I'm like, I will show you what you should do. First of all, I will start off at monthly. Is there any monthly trades here? So let's go on to some kind of markets. Okay, let's see here. Whatever markets we have here. Okay. At this point in March, this is where M2 is. So it closed higher because it went higher. Is there any reversals here around 1st of April on gold? 1st of April, 1st of April, 1st of April, 1st of April. Is there any reversals here? Double bottom, higher high, higher low, buy. That is your entry. Now, that is not your M2, that is not your central pivot, but that is in between. That is very valid trade plan. Good on you. Hello, Hub Searchlight. Then, generally speaking, I would then go down to weekly, and I would look for M2, central pivot M2, for around this area too. And that is weekly, bullish, give or take. This is in the middle of the week. So the next week doesn't come until here. So this is my monthly trade. And then we come into my weekly trade, which didn't get a hit, by the way. That is what I would look for here. Buy here and buy here. Okay, continue. Now, the next thing comes into is daily pivots. So we'll start off monthly. I started off weekly. And then I will start by every single day at central pivot. Here, nothing. Here, buy. Here, buy. Here, buy. Here, buy. So that is 1, 2, 3 buys. And then I would buy here, get stopped out, and I will wait. I need a higher high at the moment. I will need a higher high, higher high, higher high. I have a higher high here. I need a higher low, buy. That goes well. Higher low, buy. No entry there. Continuation higher, buy here. That is almost a lower low, so I'm like cautious. But I would still have bought here because it's still an uptrend. I would buy here because it's an uptrend, and buy here. That is not great, not a new higher high. I would definitely stop in this area, and I will wait, 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 and I didn't get it. So by this low here, I will stop trading. So how did that go for you? All right, buy. Oops, that was wrong. Is there some kind of targets here for the monthly maybe? Just checking up first. Yeah, that is a target actually. So there we are. So target is here. I will take all my entries up to here. Good and well done. Okay. So take you off, take you on. I will do daily. And then I will do that. So that is an entry for monthly. That is give or take, whatever that is, 700 pips, I guess, give or take. And then there was an entry here. That is another 500. That's an entry here. That's another 400. There's an entry here, probably a stop loss. That probably will take that to stop loss. I will buy here again. That is another 300. And there we go. Done and dusted. So if you were to do gold trading, this is what you would like to do to see. That is what I'm hoping for every single day. If we go down to today, is that something we have right now? Do we have a bullish trade? Hello, Hope. Do we have a bullish trade setup? Do we have higher high and higher lows? Do we have higher high and higher lows? That is the question you need to ask yourself every market open, or every time you look at the chart. Not too many times of the day. Is this bullish? Not will it go higher, but is this bullish? The question then becomes yes. Currently, this is a bullish, no, sorry, if this happens, then yes, that is a bullish trend that can start. But on a bigger time frame, like a 4-hour chart, which is the analysis part, we don't have a higher high until we break that high. Where is that? 1780, which I've mentioned a couple of times before already. That is kind of my go-to area to see that market actually breaks. So until then, I can only do that with my trade plans and to sit tight on my hands. You're gonna talk to me in 2 hours, Chief. All right. That's good, mate. I love that. I'm still waiting for your call from like 3 weeks ago, so. It's been so long. All right. What else is there to do then? So until you have that kind of a market condition, until you have the crystal clear, crisp, bullish trend that you want and desperately want to see, I really miss you, Hardik, and I don't know why. I think I'm going through a breakup or something with you because you're ghosting me. I'm sorry. We have to put to the chase. You bought your USD too early, but okay. Have fun. It's not bullish at the moment. Well, I will not buy your USD until it broke in 1750. You feel, yeah, that feeling of yours, eh? You're holding short on gold and target 1700. All right, that is great. Good on you, Ishan. I would say, great trade plan. Stick to it and don't lose money if you have a good entry, like somewhere up here or here, whatever it is. That's kind of the most important thing I'm trying to tell you guys every single day. And then psychology. What happens if price goes up and you have a sell entry here and you have market coming up here to you and you're like wondering, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, you're going to take your break-even trade and you're not going to lose money because this could actually go higher. What if you lose? If you have $1,000 on your account, 1,100, and you lose $900 because you couldn't take a break-even trade, bro? Get out of here. Okay, break-even for the win always. It might be challenging, depressing, but you know what? I'm going to train you so well that you're going to feel victory. That happened to you. Do you know why? Because the opposite, the alternative to not having that loser of wiping out your account versus actually just still having $1,000 in your account. I'm sure too. 1758. Yeah. When should we change to break even? Oh, you can now be, it's a very early. I would say, generally speaking, a lower low, lower high will definitely. So in a trend, generally speaking, in a trend, I want to be one pullback away from market. So if market is here and I had an entry here, that is, of course, not good at all. I'm still going to have my stop loss down here. If price goes higher, I can then we have this support here. This is where price is right now. And this is my entry. I am now going to move my stop loss to break even. So in a trend, this is my entry. Price goes higher. Great. Comes back to pullback. Great. Then after this high here and establishing this higher low, that is when you can move it to break even. That should be between 50 to 70 pips in profit. It also depends how long are you going to hold that gold trade. Are you going to hold it for a day? Are you going to hold it for a moment? Are you going to hold it for until tomorrow? That all depends on how fast you're going to do it. And by the way, demo trading on gold is probably the best blessing that you can ever have in terms of training yourself to how gold really trends and moves. Because right now we have New York open, okay? New York Open is a very volatile open for both gold market, probably more on Asia, but gold market is also a New York thing, and oil is a very New York thing. That's where the most volatility happens. Most of the moving happens in Mr. New York. So you might have a volatility where it spikes out higher just to catch more sellers, and then it goes lower. Everything should be tested out on demo first, but if you have an entry here, great, fantastic. I'd love that. Oui. So I can see there's some new people coming in here. Please tell me which kind of currency pairs, forex pairs, commodity pairs, commodity assets, indices, stocks, whatever you want me to do. Let's go through them. I'm here to help you becoming a better forex trader, as I am going through gold. Psychology on gold is very important, and the most important thing you should do on gold is to be a break-even trader more than losing trader before you can pivot up to become a profitable trader. The reason why gold moves so fast in the direction whenever it finds a direction, so you should not be in front of the train basically every single day. Alright, so you should have trained yourself. I wouldn't be in a gold move, in a gold trade, any day of the day, because I need to be well trained. I need to be ready to go to war. I need to be having a very clear mind of what I expect the market to do. And if it doesn't happen, then I will go somewhere else. What is your... JK Markets comes in and asks for New Zealand yen. I am happy to do New Zealand yen. I have an entry here, and I'm probably somewhere around, I don't know, it's the 5 pips in profit? I don't know if it's even that. I have an entry here at 56. So 56, I bought these on Friday, I think it is. And you could have bought this today, by the way, if you're wondering. And I currently have, I guess it's 5 pips. Oops, that was not the one. There you go. Oh, 16 pips in. All right, mate. That's great, mate. So that's where I am right now on New Zealand yen. I said yesterday you should look for entries around 77.41. Didn't get there. Should that make you sad? No, it should not make you sad. But then the next move is higher high. Need to break this high. Come back tomorrow and buy it. Should you be buying right now? Now? You're a bit 15 pips late. And you've had probably 24th, 11 since that day. So since Friday at around 11 a.m. So you have probably like the whole of Friday and the whole of today, London Open, to get that entry. So I'm not calling you lazy, but yeah, 7 bars, 7 4-hour bars to get an entry. So you know it is what it is. So I would then on a smaller time frame say, hey, if then we can start do trend trading, and we get a higher high, higher low situation. And by the way, this is definitely the sell area that we are currently really respecting, that I really look out for. So if we break here, I don't know how volatile it's going to be, but I would hope for it to be volatile so that we can get a really good breakout, so we can get a really good support tomorrow or the next time that comes to support. I would expect it to be tomorrow either, and Asia, not open, Asia at around 2 a.m. Berlin time, whatever that is for Asia. That's probably like 8 or 9 a.m. Yeah, so between 2 and 4 a.m. Berlin time, like at night for me, that's probably when I get like those support levels, those support buys. So when was it today? It was here, that was at 5 a.m. And in Aussie, that was at 5 a.m. too. So a bit late. But even though here at 1400 at New York Open, you still had a pullback down to this area if you would want to buy this area. So what is my buys for yen pairs? I really hope for yens to really rise at least until December. So we can take the December trade. We can take the December for a different period. But as long as we are rising, I'm happy. Coming into October, if we now stop at M3, I am gonna be really scared for this one to fall. M3 at the beginning of October, has really kicked my trades before. So break even by the end of this week will really settle my will really settle me. Salva says, I'm looking for entry in Aussie dollar. Can you help me? Yes, I can. At least educational wise. In that trend, follow trade, where should you keep your stop loss? Below the structure or S1? Both. So if you're looking for an entry, let's see this one here, and we have unbiased, we can go for bullish, we can go for weekly, and you ask, well, that's probably, let's go for daily then, just to make it a bit more, a bit more interesting here. Stop loss is at this level, below this level here. Okay, that is at 80 flat. That is currently 60 pips away from entry. From current price. If you bought a daily center, which you never get to, when it went higher high, higher low, that is 36 pips. I think that is okay. I think that's an okay place to be. Then stop loss is at 79.95. And both of them are below the previous structure on the daily time frame. When you go to like swing trading, I would rather than say, okay, but probably the same thing actually. Probably the same thing. If I have an entry here, I would still have an entry. I would still have a stop loss here, and I will then also have an entry here, and then a stop loss below either here or here, depending on how far that is. If it is more than 50 pips, I will. Okay, so yeah, around here. Then if it goes down to 17.29, which is the first area I would have my S1 at or my stop loss at, that is not a great trend. Okay, that is not a great trend. So if it comes over there, that is, then it can just fall down to 78.80, and I will be even more in loss. So I'll be just taking the stop loss and move on. Abbas says, I got to smoke BRB, catch you up with Nick. I'm not with Nick today, so I'm here. Shisha. Are you gonna take some Mira? Anyways. Yeah, but that is kind of, so below, so it all depends on your what do you call it, on your horizon. Is it daily, like that is day trading? Is it weekly trading, swing trading, or is it monthly trading? That depends on where you put your stop loss. All right. When you're coming into like Euro USD, for example, and stop loss placement on the monthly, just for the fun of it for everyone to see. By the way, bullish, unbiased, maybe that one instead. Bullish, nope, all daily, weekly, monthly. There we go. Okay, so I was wrong. No, that was wrong. Come on, Ivan. So if you're looking into Euro USD, for example, okay. Generally speaking, throughout this fall, you can basically just put your entry at around M3 and M2 and go. And put your stop loss far away. For example, if you sold M3 this year and you had a stop loss above R1, you're still in the trade. If you bought at M2, well, you have your stop loss around now. Okay, great. But that doesn't always happen, right? So, and also it's a small loss because you're also waiting for a reversal on smaller time frame. So you don't really get too bad entries here. So right now the stop loss, the selling part was great. The question becomes, let's go all the way down to M1 for the month, which is around 1620. That will be a relief rally going into October, by the way, if you're wondering. So that would be great. So right now, if we kind of end here and if we go in a range until October from now, whoo, that's going to set up some bullishness, bro. That is definitely going to set up some bullishness. Ishan is asking about Australian Swissy and looking for some bullish buys here. What is currently happening on Aussie Swissy? Okay, so let me do some great analysis for you. First of all, there's your buy. And there's your buy. You firstly got this one entry here. or you should be at least, if you are one of my top performing students. There's your entry. On a bullish term, on the weekly for that matter, it's a bit different. You probably would have had an entry here, and you got your place to stop loss in the end, I think it is. Yeah, stop loss here. Now, the next week didn't provide any higher highs. So, there is no entry here. There is no entry here. And we're coming into this week. I would say that should be your entry. And right now, you are... Which is aggressive entry, by the way. I have to say that for sure. That's an aggressive entry, but still your entry. I need to teach you that. That's your entry. Then your next entry to come down here, it didn't. Then the next one is, it has breached, if it breached above this previous high to now, I would definitely buy it at London Open tomorrow. If London opens, it's at support. So, yeah, there's a potential for a very good trend here for us as we see. I would definitely say that. And you're looking to buy, I would already be in a buy if I was you. But, you know, we are all different traders, I say. So my buys for yens, generally speaking, is I need to be aware of markets starting off a month with M3. And that makes me uneasy. So there's two ways to roam there. If we are on yen pairs are starting out at the sell zone, which we normally do if we are very bullish the previous month, which are we then going to just go higher? Or are we actually going to respect M3? You don't really know that until you kind of see it happen. So it's always uneasy for me to do that. That's a mental game there, a psychology game. Because there's two ways. Either it will continue to be bullish, like strong trends higher, or it will start to have a pullback. If the pullback happens, we're going to have a pretty steep pullback. Pretty one, which is between 70 to 100 to 150 pips. So if I see then a lower low on a 1 hour time frame, I will be exiting my trades, or at least being break even, taking some profit to come back to that new buy zone, either at M2 or at M1 if we go full reversal. I can show you probably one from last year. I guess there is one from last year where we are, just going well, we're going higher, last year, there was last year. Okay, cool. Okay. So, last year, there is this weekly or monthly? This is probably weekly, monthly. There we are. So, what I mean here is M3 at the beginning of the week, that is September last year, and then boom, all the way down to the target, okay? Now, if we then start off October in this area, that would really make me, happy to go higher. But we didn't. So we try again in November. Same thing, that goes to target. And then what then is hopefully is going to happen is, like it did in December last year, it just continued the bullish trend, and like the sell zone didn't really matter. So there's really these two things that can happen. It can respect M3 and fall all the way down to the target for the sellers, or it can just continue. So you really have to be strong in your beliefs, and not be shaken, and I don't know, pray. If there is a God out there, you probably want to pray. So that's kind of what I want to say there. And the other thing is, some last year's, we have started at M2, goes always up to take profit, comes into M3, yes, does continue, but in the end falls down. That is kind of my fear. Now, we don't know how October is going to be this year. So if you look into buying September, going up to R1, coming in to buy buy October. This year, we have gone bullish September, come back down here, and yeah, okay. We are somewhere in between at the moment. So the question becomes, do we fall further to go buy M2 this month, next for October, or do we go up to M3 and finish off this month very strongly? And that is actually not what I want. That is actually something against what I would see. Okay. PK. Peko asks for a pound-dollar weekly view. Is that a weekly time frame or for this week, PK? Just be sure that I understand you correctly so we all understand how we are supposed to be reading pound-dollar. I would love this pound-dollar shenanigan to go higher. I read into pound to be going bullish soon. And if you mean to me that weekly like this one, well, we have a bullish trend for 2021. 2021 is rather range bound. It is threatening to go lower low for this week. Okay, let's go back to this week. Woohoo! That's better, much better. So I would say that we have done a reversal today on pound dollar. What I want to see in the markets is double bottom, higher high, higher lows. That is an aggressive entry. That is here. Then I need a higher high, higher low. That is the most comfortable buy that I have. So I would say higher high, higher low. It is higher. And yes, you can take this trade. You should be in profit by now. But I see this as a bullish bias entry. Okay? Spot on there. The next question is, where does the sellers live? Sellers lives definitely at 138 level. So, where are you going to be a buyer? Where are you going to be a seller? That is absolutely lying down for you here. 2 seconds. Sorry about that. Hello, James. So it depends. Are you? Well, I want this to go higher, and I'm bullish on pound and bearish on dollar, but it's not really going to happen at the moment. But what is your what do you want pound dollar to go, Mr. PK? That is kind of what I want to see here. Smoking is injurious to health. I would say so too. Yeah, stay healthy, people. Oh. Okay. All right. That's kind of a eruption there. Sorry. I feel like I died a bit there. I've been live for 1 hour and 20 minutes, and I need to. My friend tell me it's going to take me to go from shopping some food. I need some food. I'm hungry. So if there's any other pairs you want me to cover, that's probably the last one for now. And then I probably will come back tomorrow at New York Open, hopefully. Or maybe not. I'll actually be live tomorrow on A1 Trading. So if you are subscribed to my channel, you'll be notified as well. And I think that we have had a good live today. If you are worried about you're holding a buy from 136.18, okay, 136.18. Oh, all right. Okay, dangerous. Okay, great. If you are subscribed to the channel, then you will be notified whenever I'm live next time. I am contemplating of being live tomorrow at London Open. If so, you'll be notified. If not, it will be in my Discord channel. We will have discussions there of when I will be live. But yeah, great entry, PK. But anyways, have a great day. I see you again, and I hope that you have a fun day. I hope you have laughed something and have some fun. And Peter here comes in and slaughter my Aussie accent. I will go back now and cry about it, and I will go and work on it. So tomorrow I will have a splendidly new Aussie accent. Okay, boom. Have a great day.